Now, perspective is what is desperately needed when it comes to our health care in this country, because we're not getting health care from conventional medical doctors. We're getting disease management. And there's a great deal of difference between health care and disease management. When you manage the illness process, the disease process, with symptom suppressive prescription medicines, you rarely, if ever, get to the root cause of the illness. And it's like throwing a rug, sweeping symptoms under the rug, or painting over the mold that's in your basement. Well, that's pretty good for about a month, right? You don't see the mold anymore. You don't really smell it anymore. And then about 31 days later, 32 days later, 5, 6 weeks later, the mold starts to creep back through the paint because you didn't fix it. It was still there. You just covered it up. Well, it's the same with chronic illnesses as treated by MDs. High blood pressure, asthma, arthritis, type 2 diabetes, anxiety and panic attacks, restless legs, fibromyalgia, insulin resistance syndrome, depression, thyroid trouble, kidney trouble, heart trouble. All of these conditions have their root causes in chronic undiagnosed nutrient deficiencies. You don't have congestive heart failure or an enlarged heart or clogged arteries in your heart because you have a heart. And it's not a function of aging either. The only reason that organs start to go south, that things start to break down in your body, is because your body has run out of the essential nutrients that part of the body needs to stay healthy. And listen, from the holistic perspective, remember, from the holistic perspective, everything's connected. And your body has a built-in God-given ability to fix itself. This is the main difference, philosophical and treatment difference, between what holistic naturopathic physicians bring to the treatment table and what allopathic reductionistic MDs bring to the treatment table. Because your MD is trained to believe that your body is little more than a machine made of parts. And when you're hurt with something, when something is going wrong, when there's an illness present, it's the MD's job to break the body down into its smallest piece and give a medicine for that piece. Because everything is separate. Everything is separate. So you get one medicine for your blood pressure, one medicine for your type 2 diabetes, one medicine for your anxiety, one medicine for your bowel movements, one medicine for your urination problem, one medicine for your knee pain, one medicine for your sleep, one medicine for your energy, one medicine to take care of the side effects of all those medicines, and this is what we've all gotten used to, and it's nonsense. This is their rationale. So that when high blood pressure develops, for example, it's the MD's job to march into your body like marching into a country with a synthetic prescription medicine, which when taken overpowers the natural workings of the human body and starts to manipulate, in this case, the blood pressure biochemically, with synthetic chemicals. I don't really care if it's a synthetic chemical or if it's an organic chemical, if it's a man-made chemical, or if it's a chemical made by nature. You can manipulate the biochemistry of the body with chemical medicine, whether it's naturally occurring chemicals or synthetic. It doesn't matter. And this is what the MDs are trained to do. They are trained to march in, override, overpower, and control the innate workings of the body because, heaven forbid, they didn't do that. You'd die because your body isn't smart enough to fix itself, right? So this is why you're on prescription medicines for your entire life. The illness is never fixed. It's managed, which is pretty great for the pharmaceutical companies. And, every 3 or 4 years, as the blood pressure medicine starts to work less and less, they're going to increase the dose or switch you out to the latest designer drug. And you take it. You bend over and take it. Because you've put your trust in the wrong system of medicine. You've been taken advantage of. My position here is that you have been taken advantage of. That the people that you trust to give you medical advice are only trained in one very small aspect of medicine, but they pitch it to you as the be-all, end-all of everything. They're just one type of dog, for example. And they've convinced you that their dog is the only dog. And this is the problem that we all face in the United States. They have gone out of their way to monopolize the medical marketplace, and we are suffering because of it. Now, irony of ironies is that most chronic illnesses are extremely easy to get a leg up on because your body wants to fix itself. Your body has a built-in God-given ability that's working 24/7 to fix itself. This is what we understand as holistic physicians. And so what do? We provide science-based, clinically verified, safe and effective therapeutics that support the body's ability to fix itself. We go to the root. We go to the root cause of the illness. It's way better to do that. It's way better to find the source of the mold and eliminate it than just paint over it. Wouldn't you agree? Well, now you're the smartest person in class. Of course it is. But there's less than 4,000 licensed physicians like myself in the country, and of those 4,000, there's less than 350 that have more than 20 years of clinical experience. We are the minority. But my point is there's only a couple of hundred of us who know what we're doing. Okay, and I say this with all good intention. That's why it's called the practice of medicine, right? That the longer that you do it, the better at it you get. The more you know, the more you see, the more effective you are. Well, I'm one of the elite. I am one of the less than 350 licensed naturopathic physicians who have more than 20 years of clinical experience. I don't care if you want to call it elite. I'm experienced. So if you're looking for science-based, clinically verified solutions, healthcare solutions, non-drug healthcare solutions, call me up and let's have a conversation. I'll talk about anything from acne to xenophobia. Whatever you want to talk to me about, I'll talk to you about, and I will give you the straight skinny on how you can attempt to support and promote your body's ability to fix itself, because it can. And you know, it's a funny thing. Again, this goes back to what I started talking about, perspective. It amazes me that people will sit down across the desk from me and say, you know, Doc, I've got high blood pressure, I've got type 2 diabetes, and my left ankle is pretty bad. It's pretty arthritic. But you know what? I'm pretty healthy. I feel pretty healthy. I eat healthy. Well, no, you're not. If you were healthy, you wouldn't have had any of those conditions to begin with. We've all become brainwashed to believe that illness is just a part of life. It is not. If you have a chronic illness, by definition, you are not healthy. You are not eating correctly. You are not taking care of business. But it's not your fault. It's your medical doctor's fault. I can fix it. Why can't they? I'll tell you why they can't fix it. Because they're domineering, despotic, dogmatic shills for the pharmaceutical industry, most MDs. God rest their souls. If you want logical, science-based, clinically verified solutions to chronic health problems, call us